Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is May 16th of 2026. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage a Defcon-Level event during the live broadcast of MVP MMA numero uno, which is featuring Nate Diaz, Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano, and Francis Ngannou at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles on the evening of May 16th of 2026, which would be May 17th elsewhere in the world. This impending event is specifically designed to spawn a second global biological pandemic and or trigger World War III, and therefore it will predictably be biological, chemical, radiological, or nuclear in nature. So the plot that I just published a few minutes ago is for a Russian-based cyber hijack of U.S. Drones, Reaper drones, Predator drones, as pretext for a rampage targeting Los Angeles and or Greater California. And in the event that the CIA foregoes that particular plot, they will resort to one or more of the other plots which I have identified, which include but are not limited to a North Korean space launch vehicle ICBM strike targeting a naval base Coronado in San Diego, California, an Iranian ICBM strike with Russian nuclear warheads targeting up to 7 cities in the United States, Ukrainian drone attack targeting the Gazprom Tower, the tallest building in Russia that is located in St. Petersburg, Russia, a Russia-backed ISIS-based 9/11 style nuclear terror attack targeting the Tour Montparnasse, a skyscraper in Paris, France, an asteroid or impact event targeting Bangkok, Thailand, a Russian Air Force-based bombing attack, strategic bombing attack targeting Incirlik Air Force Base in Adana, Turkey, which coincidentally houses a U.S. nuclear weapons arsenal, an Iranian shipborne nuclear terror attack targeting one or more ports in the UK, and or Russian-backed Al-Qaeda-based 9/11 style nuclear terror attack targeting the Warsaw Tower in Warsaw, Poland. What's imperative to note about Saturday, May 16th, is that the number 16 is the CIA's number, and that is corroborated by the fact that there is a 16-pointed star in the logo of the CIA, and therefore attacks on this particular numerology are expected. Also, the date of May 17th elsewhere in the world, the number 17 equates to the letter Q, as in coup d'etat, because this impending event during the live broadcast of the MVP MMA #1 event in Los Angeles is going to overthrow the existing order, likely spawning a second global biological pandemic and or World War III. Also, the date of May 16th marks exactly 481 days since U.S. President Donald J. Trump became President of the United States back on January 20th, 2025. The number 41 or 14 is found in the motto of Switzerland, all for one, one for all. And the number 81 is indicative of the Swiss National Day of August 1st, which is their holiday, their July 4th, if you will. And then, of course, this numerology suggests that the CIA, given the date of the 16th and the number 41 and 81, will in fact stage some sort of earth-changing apocalyptic event on this particular date. This event, this MVP MMA event, is going to have probably up to 1 billion people watching this event, and therefore, as evidenced by my book entitled The Nuclear Bible, which foiled a 9/11 style nuclear terror attack by Al-Qaeda targeting the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas, during the Super Bowl between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The CIA always tries to attempt to capitalize on large sporting events because of their viewership. So they want a sitting audience when shit hits the fan. And in this particular case, on the evening of Saturday, May 16th, 2025, 2026 in the United States, and May 17th elsewhere in the world, there's probably going to be 1 billion or 1.5 billion people that are going to be streaming this event or paying to access it, because MMA is a global sport, and so this particular event featuring people from all around the world as competitors is going to be streamed globally, and therefore it's virtually 100% certain that some sort of catastrophic event is going to transpire during the live broadcast of this event. Lastly, I just want to say that after detailing these plots and publishing reports about them, it's virtually certain that the CIA is going to reload and execute another attack. Obviously, with the ongoing Russo-Ukrainian war and the ongoing Iran war, the most likely scenario is that some sort of nuclear event targeting the nations involved is the most likely scenario. That being said, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, in the last 48 hours just executed the head of an Al-Qaeda branch in Africa and Nigeria. And so some sort of 9/11 style nuclear terror attack coming out of Africa is also blinking red at this point. There's been a lot of online chatter regarding two terror groups, one being Ashab al-Yamin and Qatar Hezbollah. And these are these new groups the CIA is constantly making up, these new Arab groups, because I publish reports about an Al-Qaeda or ISIS or Taliban or Muslim Brotherhood or Hezbollah or Hamas related attack, and so they want to execute exactly the same attack on the same targets with a different name. And so the CIA, being the propaganda machine that it is, it has created these two new terror groups in the last 48 hours, or at least has been hyping them up in the media because some sort of an event that is going to be executed by the Israeli Mossad and then subsequently scapegoated onto one or more of these fake Islamic terror groups that has patsies or federal operatives inside of it is going to be scapegoated. So that's what's on the menu this evening, Saturday, May 16th. Obviously, if the CIA stages any sort of Defcon-level event, any national emergency, any chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear event, or any sort of act of war, or any sort of biological outbreak designed to spawn a semi-global pandemic and or trigger World War III, obviously know that it was not an accident, that it's being orchestrated out of Geneva via her Israeli Mossad, and obviously that is who the blame needs to be attributed to. So if this in fact transpires in reality, I would kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets.